What's new from the Barbados Light and Power Company?
Hello and welcome to What's New Radio. Our theme for today is innovation in business. For us at Light and Power, it means that as a company, we are seeking to find innovative ways to conduct our business that will be of benefit to the company, our customers, and to the country as well. As customer demands change and as the energy industry transitions, we're seeking to find ways to be more efficient and effective in business. My guest today is Kim Griffith Tang Ho, Director of Customer Solutions at Light and Power. Kim has overall responsibility for business solutions, market performance and analysis, and regulatory affairs. We'll meet Kim right after this hurricane season customer tip.
What's new customer tip?
Hello, I am Hanif Seal and I'm a Human Resources Associate at Light and Power. The hurricane season runs from June to November, and even though we are close to the end of the season, we must still take stock of our hurricane preparedness. As a reminder, check your home's electrical system, including electrical cords, surge protectors, power plugs, and outlets. Keep tools such as a hammer, saw, ladder, extra nails, and lumber for makeshift repairs if needed after a hurricane. Hurricane winds can cause trees and branches to fall. Always trim or remove damaged trees and limbs. This will keep you and your property safe. Follow us on social media for more hurricane safety information. For a full list of hurricane preparedness tips, visit our website at blpc.com.bb. And remember, safety first, safety always.
What's new from the Barbados Light and Power Company?
Hi Kim, welcome to What's New Radio. Always a pleasure having you here with us.
Hi Nicole, thank you. It's always great to be here.
Kim, recently there has been a lot of buzz surrounding the announcement of government's new energy policy. This new policy sets out strong directives for 100% renewable energy Barbados by 2030. I know that for some time we've been working alongside government, energy partners, civic and individual power producers to achieve this vision. Now, government's policy and vision is relatively new. Kim, can you tell us how long ago we conceptualized ours?
So the concept to move to 100% renewable energy and 100% electrification for Barbados was conceptualized by Light and Power, I would say as early as 2014 or 2015. We actually participated in a stakeholder engagement with a German professor by the name of Olaf Hohmeier, and he actually shared that he believed that as a nation, one day Barbados could achieve the production of electricity from 100% renewable energy sources. We then built on that idea that at the time seemed almost impossible and spent almost the last 5 years building on that vision and sharing with our other stakeholders how we believe it could be achieved. It's our view that apart from electricity, other sectors such as transportation, for example, could get on board and move away from using fossil fuels as well, and over time, like us, transition to a greener and cleaner future. So actually, that's how the second 100 was built, around that vision of electrification.
Kim, what in your view will it take to make the 100% 2030 renewable energy targets achievable?
So Nicole, Light and Power believes that 2030 is absolutely achievable,
okay,
but it will be challenging. So essentially, we believe that there are some critical enablers that have to occur for us to see success by 2030.
Okay.
So for example, we would need a strong licensing and regulatory framework. And when I talk about a strong regulatory and licensing framework, I mean building a framework that has a degree of flexibility and that considers the pace of decision making. That I think is going to be critical to our success. Also, the electrical grid design and how we design our grid, that has to continuously evolve, I believe, to meet the needs of the future.
Right.
Because as you could appreciate, our grid was originally built not contemplating a scenario of 100% renewables.
True.
So it has to look and feel quite differently and be robust and responsive enough to facilitate that higher penetration of renewable energy.
Let's talk a little bit about the achievements of Light and Power. Could you tell me about the Renewable Energy Rider? How did that come about?
So Lighting Power has always been a proactive and progressive company. And so from as early as 2008, Lighting Power has realized that a shift was occurring. And all across the world, utilities were changing their business models and moving away from centralized production of energy to systems based on purchasing energy from distributed suppliers of renewable energy.
Okay.
So in 2010, with the approval of the Fair Trading Commission, we would have implemented our Renewable Energy Rider program. And really what that does is it facilitates households and businesses who wish to produce and sell power back to the grid to do so. So the Renewable Energy program has been very successful and has grown steadily over the years. So today we have 25 megawatts of installed distributed renewable energy systems on our network that are all customer owned.
Wow.
And that's huge. More recently, since October the 1st, we've also have a feed-in tariff program, which was approved by the Fair Trading Commission. And that program has additional rates apart from those under the Renewable Energy Rider. And that program will ensure that an additional 32.7 megawatts of distributed energy is added over the next 21 months. So as a nation, we're moving steadily forward towards our goals.
It definitely seems that way.
We're also investing in modernizing our grid.
Yeah.
And so currently, we are deploying 130,000 smart meters across Barbados. And really, this is a great initiative. At the end of the project, every person in Barbados will have one of these smart meters. And what it helps us to do, one of the neat things it helps us to do is move away from that interim billing that our customers aren't comfortable with. And we can provide a monthly bill that has been read. So it's accurate, and I think that gives our customers more comfort. We've also recently launched our BLPC Connect app, which is an app that allows customers to report things like faulty street lights, poles and trees on the lines and across our network. We also have a geographical information system which allows us to map all of our assets out in the field and things like trees, because we spend a lot of time trimming trees for customers.
We do.
Because around safety, we want to ensure that those trees don't get caught in the lines.
Correct.
And our customers are kept safe. So that geographical information system, or GIS, that helps us with that vegetation management program. We are an early adopter of electric vehicles. Currently, we have the largest electric vehicle fleet on the island.
Wow.
We use biodiesel or recycled oil in our trucks. We played a major role in establishing an ongoing support to organizations such as the Barbados Renewable Energy Association and the Barbados Chamber of Commerce Green Committee. And so we've done a lot in that area as well. And we've proactively developed tools that will help us transition to renewable energy. So things like integrated resource plans, grid codes, power purchase agreements. Those are things that we would have actively been working on over the last 5 years. And we're currently partnering with strategic partners, as I mentioned before, the Barbados Transport Board.
Yes, you did.
We're also working with the Barbados Water Authority, and they're our largest customer. And so we're working with them as we transition. And we're also currently replacing all of the existing streetlights across the island with new LED streetlights to ensure that as a nation, we're more efficient and we save fossil fuels.
This is What's New Radio, innovation in business. If you would like to make a comment on this program or have an insight to share, we'd like to hear from you. You can email us at whatsnew@blpc.com.bb, or you can phone a customer service representative at 626-4300. With me today is Kim Griffith Tanghao, Director Customer Solutions at Lighting Power. Kim, before you go, one final question. Last week we experienced two island-wide outages that came on the heels of a series of outages, which is very uncharacteristic for Lighting Power. And for that, Barbados, we sincerely apologize. Now, since then, the question has been posed if Lighting Power is still committed to providing safe, reliable, and affordable energy to all Barbadians. Could you possibly talk about that?
Oh, absolutely, Nicole. We remain committed to providing a safe, reliable, and affordable service for our customers. And yes, I acknowledge that we had outages recently, which have been challenging. And I believe it's good for us to talk about this and help others understand the dynamics behind all of this. The outages recently relate to the quality of fuel we received from our supplier, Barbados National Oil Company Limited. So we're working with them as a partner to resolve those issues. But Nicole, if we talk about the outages and we look at them in a wider context, we have to talk about our aging generation fleet. That means that we have a set of engines that were installed several years ago. Some of them even past their retirement date. Now, typically, Light and Power would have at this stage made new investments to replace that aging fleet with new engines that would give us greater efficiency and fuel savings. However, as a nation, it goes back to what we talked about all throughout this program. You know, we've made a decision, and at a policy level, our policymakers have been clear that we're moving to 100% renewable energy by 2030.
Yes.
And Light and Power is committed to this goal. What that means is that we are gradually weaning ourselves away from fossil fuels. So, Nicole, we can't reach 100% renewable energy overnight, and we're still a long way off from that target. But in the meantime, Light and Power still has the responsibility to keep the lights on and to ensure that those high levels of reliability that we have all become accustomed to are preserved.
Kim, how then do we combat this challenge without compromising our commitment to provide a reliable supply to our customers?
To allow for the transition to renewables, Light and Power has made a decision to not only invest in new renewable energy generation, like our solar plant and wind farms and battery storage, but we also need to continue to reinvest in our aging fleet to ensure that reliability levels can be maintained throughout the transition. However, because our plant is now older, things like replacement parts are not as readily available anymore. But you know us, Nicole, we've not resigned ourselves to this fact. We've been doing a number of things to keep reliability levels up, including working with our suppliers to engineer parts to ensure that the plant remains going.
How challenging is this then? Because it does seem to be quite a challenge.
Admittedly, from time to time, it is quite challenging, but we understand that we're trying to build out the future for Barbados, but at the same time, we have to maintain what we have until we reach those aspirational renewable energy goals.
I understand.
And even when we get to a stage of 100% renewable energy, we may need some of our existing generation units to play a role in backing up the system and ensuring a level of resilience for the country. So, Nicole, we tell people it's like flying the plane while at the same time redesigning and rebuilding it while it is in flight.
What?
But you know us, you know at Light and Power, we have a skilled team.
We do.
And we're up to task. And so although we may have some bumps along the way, like the recent outages, we remain committed to a successful outcome. We're grateful for an understanding and patient customer base who ride out these difficult situations with us. However, we promise that you can count on us to continue to keep communicating with you, and we reaffirm our commitment to you that we will continue to work to ensure that you continue to have a safe, reliable, and affordable service.
So, Barbados, you are still in good hands.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for coming in today, Kim. It has been a wide-ranging discussion about innovation in business. Your insight into innovation and leadership has really been invaluable. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
What's new from the Barbados Light and Power Company?
Good to have your company today. Thank you to my guest, Kim Griffith Tanghao, Director of Customer Solutions at Light and Power. For up-to-date information about our services, use our Facebook page, BLPC Online, our Instagram account, BLPC Online, or Twitter at TweetBLPC. You can call our hotline at 626-9000 for emergency assistance. And you can report and track a service problem by using our new app, BLPC Connect, available as a free download to your mobile device. I'm Nicole Scanterbury, Communications Advisor with the Barbados Light and Power Company. On behalf of the staff and management of Light and Power, I would like to wish you all a happy independence. Till next time, bye for now.
This program was produced for the Barbados Light and Power Company by SFA Communications.